The Haunting of Mercy Hospital, a night of ghostly encounters. In a small, sleepy town nestled among rolling hills, there stood an old, abandoned hospital. Mercy Hospital, they called it, but it seemed anything but merciful. Its once white walls had faded to a ghostly gray, and its windows were broken and shattered. The locals avoided it like the plague, and for good reason, they said. Mercy Hospital was haunted. The rumors began years ago when Dr. Samuel Harris, the head physician, mysteriously vanished one stormy night. He was last seen rushing into the hospital, a frantic look in his eyes. He was never seen again. Some said he still roamed the decaying hallways, searching for something he could never find. Mary Simmons, the kind-hearted nurse known for her soothing lullabies to the patients, suffered a tragic fate. She had taken care of countless patients, making them feel safe in their darkest hours. One night, the eerie sound of her lullaby echoed throughout the hospital, even though she had died years ago. Some swore they saw her ghost in a nurse's uniform, singing softly to herself. Then there was Thomas, a young boy who had been brought to Mercy Hospital after a terrible car accident. He had been placed in room 413, and that's where he remained for the rest of his short life. People claimed they could still hear his cries and laughter in the middle of the night, trapped in that room for eternity. The local kids dared each other to approach the hospital, telling spine-tingling tales about its ghostly residents. It became a rite of passage for the bravest among them, and one group of friends decided to take on the challenge, one moonless night. Jake, the leader of the group, had been a skeptic, never believing in the ghost stories. He saw it as an adventure, a chance to prove that there was nothing to be afraid of. With his friends Sarah, Alex, and Emily, they crept towards the decrepit building. As they entered the hospital, the creaking floorboards sent shivers down their spines. The air was cold and damp, and their flashlights cast eerie shadows on the peeling wallpaper. The sound of dripping water echoed through the empty corridors. In room 413, they found the rusty, squeaking bed and the old toys scattered around. As they whispered nervously to each other, they heard the faint sound of a child's laughter. Thomas, they thought. Alex claimed he saw a flicker of movement in the corner, but when they shone their lights there was nothing but darkness. The group moved on, exploring further into the hospital. They passed the nurse's station, and the soft sound of a lullaby filled the air, sending chills down their spines. It was Mary Simmons. They were sure of it. Jake felt his skepticism crumbling. They continued to venture deeper into the hospital's dark heart. As they reached the surgery room, they heard the agonized cries of Dr. Harris. The walls seemed to whisper secrets of past surgeries gone horribly wrong, and the surgical instruments lay strewn about in disarray. Sarah felt a cold hand on her shoulder and screamed in terror. When they turned around, there was no one there. Panic set in, and they rushed for the exit, but the hospital seemed determined to keep them trapped. They wandered through endless, twisting hallways, the walls seemingly closing in on them. Phantom footsteps echoed behind them, and eerie shadows danced on the walls. Emily felt a cold breath on her neck, and Alex swore he saw the reflection of a ghostly figure in a broken mirror. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, they stumbled upon the entrance. They burst out into the moonlit night, gasping for breath. They had survived their encounter with the haunted Mercy Hospital, but the terror they felt that night would stay with them forever. As they walked away, the hospital seemed to sigh in relief, as if it had shared its story with the world. Mercy Hospital would always be haunted, a place where the echoes of the past continued to torment the living, a place where the line between the living and the dead grew thin. It would forever stand as a chilling reminder that some stories are best left untold, and some places are best left unexplored.